Konnichiwa, hello, my name is Mickey and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be testing out some new drugstore makeup. I have this little teeny tiny basket here full of new drugstore items and they've been sitting here on my vanity for a while now and I figured I'd test them out. Now, if you're new here or you enjoy my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget that bell notification so you know when I post my videos. And my disclaimer, if you are super sensitive to profanity or if you are easily offended, this is not the place for you. I'm a no filter bitch and I have no idea what's going to come out of this mouth, so keep that in mind while you're watching. So if you guys are interested in some new drugstore makeup items, then just stay tuned. Now, all these items that I have here are things that I have bought like months ago. Well, maybe not months ago, maybe like a month or two ago. And I was kind of picking up my vanity area and was like, all right, these things need to go in their rightful places. Plus I need to do a video on these. So here we are today with my basket full of drugstore goodies. Now I've already washed, moisturized, all that good stuff, but I did not prime my face because I have the new e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. This is the Universal Glow one. Now this is supposed to be luminous. I want to say that it's also hydrating because it does have hyaluronic acid. This Luminous Putty Primer is supposed to be like the sister friend of the Poreless Putty Primer, which I have here. I'm honestly not a very big fan of the Poreless Putty Primer, the original one that came out. I don't feel like it minimizes my pores that much. It wasn't what I expected because everybody hyped it up so much and said it was like the best thing. It's like, you know, the dupe for the Touch of Silky Primer, and I don't know. I've tried both. I've tried the Touch of one. I've tried the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and that's just how I feel about it. This retails for $8 because e.l.f. is always super affordable. It just says that it's infused with hyaluronic acid and vegan collagen to help plump skin and keep it fresh and hydrated. All right, so it does hydrate your skin. So I'm really interested to see if that's what it's gonna do because this skin needs some help. It looks identical to the Poreless Putty Primer. This is the Poreless Putty Primer. Here's the luminous one. The regular Poreless Putty Primer is pink. The luminous one is yellow. Ooh, I love a good, clean, untouched like product. It's just so satisfying. I'm just gonna touch this so you guys can kind of get an idea of the consistency, and it's very, very balmy. Ooh, there's like little teeny tiny flecks of, I don't want to say glitter because it's not glitter. I honestly don't know how to describe that. Hopefully you guys can see it right there, like where it shines. Now it has the same consistency as the regular Poreless Putty Primer, and this one doesn't have it has a slight smell, but it's not like an unpleasant smell. If you see my hands, you can definitely tell they're super luminous. Do you see the like little shine on there? I feel like it is very, very hydrating. Like it just sunk right into the skin. It does say to allow 30 seconds to set before like applying anything on top, which is gonna happen anyway because I'm a chatty Cathy today. And so this is gonna have some time to set. Now I didn't put it all over my face, but I think I'm just gonna do that right now because the entire mug needs some dire hydration right now, especially this guy right here. Like that thing is so dry. It's basically just a huge scar at this point. My skin has just been a complete mess. I'm just gonna say straight up, I do not like this because there is a lot of shine to the face. Like I'm actually seeing the little speckles, like you can see right there just how luminous it is. I don't know. It's not like a glow from within luminous type of feel. I feel like this is just kind of like sitting on top of my skin because you can see the little shiny, I can't say it's glitter because it's not. It's just little flecks of shine, like micro glitter or something. It didn't really do anything for my pores. I'm not seeing any like super duper pore filling going on. It's just really, really luminous. Like I don't have any other word for it. You can even see on my nose right here, it almost looks kind of like a subtle liquid or cream highlighter, and I just really don't like that on my face. Like I want something that is luminous and hydrating but not with actual luminosity inside. Hopefully I'm making sense, like not actual physical luminous elements in the actual product. Now that my skin is nice, prepped, and primed, I am actually going to do my brows. I have the LA Girl Brow Bestie here. I have been really weirdly obsessed with brow products lately. My brows, I feel like, are so fucked up these days. Like I don't even know. I need someone to help me with my hair and my brows. Like your girl has been stuck inside the house so long. Everything is just getting crazy and out of whack. Anyways, this retails for $6.99. I got it in the shade medium brown. Hopefully you guys can see this, but this is a triangular tip eyebrow pencil, which I really like because when you're filling in the brows, it doesn't take as long as like a super duper pencil liner, if that makes sense. I honestly cannot talk while I do my brows. I don't know anybody who can. If you can, you are fucking talented, but because I can't, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of fast pace through this and then talk about the product after I'm done applying it. Whew, all right, holy Batman, that took for fucking ever to get my brows on. This is the waxiest, most hard maneuvering like brow pencil I've ever used. It just takes so much freaking work. But I really, really love the formula after you blend it out with the spoolie. It just makes my brows look so nice. Like, look at this brow right here. It looks so nice and fluffy. I don't even feel like there's that much wax on my brows right now because I did blend it out with the spoolie. But when you're first applying it, it just takes forever. I was sitting there like over and over just to get the pigment on there. And you look at it and it gets all clumpy and weird because you haven't blended out with the spoolie. And so your eyebrow hairs kind of chunk together. And until you blend it out with a spoolie, it is just a hot fucking mess. But it does not bunch up whenever I blend it out, which is like the key thing I look for in an eyebrow pencil, because anything that balls up, forget it. I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't want to use it. I just really do not like how waxy it is. But other than that, I really like the way it makes my brows look. Like, look at my brows though. They are so messed up. Like, I don't even know what's going on with the growth here because I only pluck the middle and these hairs just here never want to grow back. One eyebrow here is a little bit more like in and higher than this one. So I don't know I don't know. I'm just like all kinds of unequal in my face. Now I am going to add some ColourPop No Filter Concealer to my eyes as a base because we're going to go in with some eyeshadow. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that real quick. And then we're going to get to some eyeshadows. I have a few eyeshadow palettes. Well, I shouldn't even call them palettes because they're really, really freaking tiny. I have the Milani, what is this? This is the Most Wanted eyeshadow palette. This is a little mini guy here. And I have to kind of be careful with this because one of the shades like popped out whole from the palette. But look at these beautiful shades here. I love the shades in here. They are so pretty, so beautiful. This Milani palette here is Rosy Revenge and it retails for $9.99, which I think is a great price point, especially for Milani. I love their eyeshadows. I have two of the cutest little bite-sized eyeshadow palettes here from e.l.f. I have the Acai You, which is this guy right here. It has a little, I don't know, it's showing up kind of blue on camera, but it is almost like the same shade as my backdrop back here. It's like a lilac blue purple color. I don't know. I just think that these are absolutely gorgeous. And then I have another one and this is Rose Water. I love that. I don't know why the camera is not picking it up. It looks more taupey here on camera, but this is a very pinky rose shade and I just love it. These little bite-sized eyeshadow palettes retail for $3 each. You guys, one of these is $3. That to me is incredible because you can literally just take this little guy right here and do a full eye look with this. Wow, are you kidding me right now? e.l.f. These are absolutely beautiful. They're so fucking creepy. I know I look super shocked and it's because I am. I think 2 or 3 years ago, I tried one of their really skinny long palettes and I just was not a fan. It was chalky, it was dry, it was flaky, it was powdery. It was just everything you didn't want in an eyeshadow palette. This right here is just like a completely different formula that I've ever touched from e.l.f. This is absolutely beautiful. I'm just trying to swatch these on the back of my hand now, but these are beautiful. These are gorgeous. I know I'm just being like repetitive, but I am genuinely shocked at the swatches of these because the last time I ever swatched an eyeshadow palette from e.l.f. it was just a disaster, and when I put it on my eyes it was an even bigger disaster. I don't know what kind of look I'm gonna do because these were way more beautiful than I anticipated, and so I'm just kind of like at a standstill right now. Like, what do I do? Which palette do I use? I think I'm just gonna go in with the Acai You palette because it's just so fucking pretty. So I'm gonna take the deep dark shade up here and I'm just gonna put that kind of like on the outer corner. Ooh, this one has a lot of powder, but that honestly does not bother me. So we're just gonna carry on. I'm just gonna put this kind of on the outer corner of my eyes here. Weirdly enough, this is showing up to be a little like kind of a blue gray color and not really a purple color like it looks like in the palette. Now I am having a little bit trouble blending this color here on the other eye. Don't know why, maybe because this is like my special eye. So I think now I got it blended to kind of like a point where I'm okay with it. It is a little bit patchy on this eye right here. It's really just not wanting to blend in certain areas. Just to kind of show you guys how much fallout is actually in this palette, look how powdery it is. It has now kind of went into the other color there. But again, that kind of stuff just does not bother me because it's gonna happen. It's fucking powder. Like, what do you expect it to be doing if it's powder? It's gonna get all over the place. Where do I go from here? Like, I went really just straight dark colors. Like, I don't know where I'm going with this look at all. I think I'm gonna go into the Rose Water palette, and I'm gonna take this pink guy right here, and I'm gonna place that on the lid because this shade is just absolutely beautiful. I don't know, I feel like I may have to lay down some concealer maybe to get this kind of like brighter. So I didn't really like where that look was going, so I decided to cut my crease, and then I took a fluffy brush and this lighter purple up here and kind of blended out the outer edges of the blue, the dark blue that I went in with earlier. Now I think I'm going to take this Milani palette and I'm going to go into this beautiful pink shade right here, and I'm going to add it from the outer corner and kind of bring it in and blend it out. Now that I have that shade blended out, I'm going to take a angled brush and I'm going to go back into the e.l.f. Cosmetics Acai palette. I'm going to take this metallic shade right here and I'm going to wet my brush first, then go in, then I'm going to line the cut crease. So basically here from the inner corner all the way out to the wing there, I am just going to line it with that metallic shade. That was a fucking task. Now, I don't know why, I'm just really not feeling my eye look right now. I think it's because I just really don't like that dark purple blue shade from this Acai palette. I don't know why. I'm just really not liking it with this look, and for some reason it just looks really fucking patchy, especially on camera, and I don't know what else to do with that. So I'm just gonna leave the eyes for now because I do still have to do like the under eye and the inner corner area. So we're just gonna move along because I'm not trying to make this video like fucking 40 minutes long, you know what I'm saying? Now for drugstore foundation, I do have one, but I'm gonna be saving this guy. It is the Milani Screen Queen foundation. I'm gonna save this for a foundation review, and so instead I'm gonna go in with the NYX Born to Glow foundation. This is one of my favorite foundations. I wanted to use the Born to Glow because I have the NYX Born to Glow concealer here with me, and I want to try these two in conjunction since they're from the same line from NYX. And so I'm gonna go ahead and put this foundation on so we can get into the concealer. All right, I am just so done with that eyeshadow, this guy, this particular shade, because I was trying to clean up like the ends and stuff with the foundation. That just, that one shade I feel like is just fucking up this entire look. Anyways, I have finished putting down my foundation, and now we're gonna go in with the Born to Glow Radiant Concealer. This concealer retails for $9, and it's supposed to be a radiant concealer. So going along with the theme, everything today is very luminous, very glowy. The Born to Glow Radiant Concealer is a micro pearl infused illuminating concealer that blurs imperfections, adding instant radiance and brightening the appearance of a dual complexion. Holy shit, that was a long sentence. I'm just gonna go ahead and open this up, and it has one of those, I don't even know what this is called, like a cotton applicator. It's very, very soft. So do I just like squeeze this to get it out? Okay, yep, there it is. It's starting to peek through here. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't know how this is supposed to work because it doesn't come out all over the place, if that makes sense. Like this whole thing 360 is not dispensing concealer, so I'm not really sure that I like this tip particularly. It's just kind of squeezing out on one side right there, and then if I flip it over, it's really not dispensing. We're just gonna go ahead and apply this and see how it goes. Ooh, that is very creamy. The shade that I got is fair, and I feel like this is a little yellow, but that's okay. So now I'm going to just blend this out. There isn't a lot of coverage. There's not as much coverage as I would like. It's very luminous. It's very dewy, and it feels so hydrating. It feels so freaking light and just really kind of like watery almost, but I really like that because you don't feel that heaviness on the under eye area. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more of this concealer, kind of more towards the bottom here. I'm starting to like the applicator once it's more coated, because this way you're not over applying any kind of product, and I really, really like that because it gives you a lot more control. I just kind of want to brighten up a little bit lower on the under eye area here. It did give a little bit more coverage, but it's still not like high coverage or anything like that. For the blurring though, this is definitely blurring out all the stuff like in my little triangular area here. It's really blurring out the pores, which I can totally appreciate. I don't know what's going on with my nose, you guys. Like lately it's just been so freaking red and nothing will stick to my nose. So it always looks like I'm not wearing anything on my nose. But best believe this girl is applying as much as she can on here, and it is just not sticking. Now, I don't have a drugstore powder, so I'm just gonna go ahead and powder my face so we can get into the next couple of products. So because we're using only drugstore today, I went in with some e.l.f. powder to set the face, and it set the concealer very beautifully. The only thing I don't like about this powder is that it does change a little bit of the color of your foundation and concealer. So next face product I have is the Milani Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. I've heard so many great things about this. Now, I got this in the shade Sunlight, which I believe is the lightest shade because it does start with 01. I really like the packaging of Milani's products, except this one is a little bit more bulky. It looks like you could almost open it and there would be a compact underneath with a mirror, also with the weight, but there's really nothing there. It's just the bronzer. There's no compact, there's no puff or mirror in here. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch. Ooh, I really like that. Now here is the shade. It's a little bit more of a cooler tone bronzer, which is why I grabbed this shade. I am so fair or pale or whatever you want to call it, and so I prefer my bronzers to be a little bit more on the cooler side as well as my contour. So with this, I feel like you can go either way. I could use this as a bronzer or a contour. I'm just going to take a very big fluffy brush, if I can grab it here. This is the Sigma Large Powder F20 brush, and all I'm going to do is just kind of like dab into here. Ooh, we got quite a bit of product on here, and I'm just going to lay this down where I would lay my bronzer. Ooh, I'm really liking this color, and I like the application because you can really, really build. This shade is like perfect for your girl's skin tone. This side of my face just looks so much clearer, so much better, but my computer is on this side, so every time I look this way, I have to kind of like go back to my viewfinder here. But this bronzer is beautiful. I love the blendability of this. Like, it's very, very easy to blend. And I like how when you dip the brush in, it's not like bam, pigment, because a lot of the times bronzers slash contours, the ones that are super pigmented are very hard to blend out. And then when you're sitting there blending and blending, you're left with almost nothing because you're blending so much that it's starting to pick up what's underneath as well as the bronzer slash contour, and it's not a very cute look. So I really like how buildable this bronzer is. Now I can definitely see why everyone is into this bronzer, because it's absolutely gorgeous. Now we're gonna go in with some blush. So the first one I have is the Essence The Blush. It's literally called The Blush. This is in the shade Be Fitting, and I really love this color. Like, these types of blushes are my jam. These are my favorite types of colors with the little mauve-y pink. And look at that. That is just so beautiful. It's like a very rosy mauve-y pink. And then I have this beautiful truffle palette from BH Cosmetics. This is the vanilla cream one, and this one has 4 blushes. This is a little blush palette. I love the packaging. I think it's so freaking adorable, and I really like the size of this too because it's still very travel friendly. Oh, look how beautiful these blush shades are. Can you see a theme here? Like, these are the types of blush shades that I love. I love the mauve-y rosy tone blushes. It says, indulge in the ultimate flush with our truffle 4-color blush palettes featuring an array of soft, natural shades infused with the scrumptious scent of sweet treats that can be worn alone or blended for a fresh, radiant complexion. Well, we're gonna do a smell test here. I don't know, it's like cake batter or trying to be cake batter, but it's also mixed in with the glue to hold the actual, what do you call it? What are these called? Pans. God, I cannot talk these days. English is hard. It smells like sweet treats mixed with palette glue, so don't sniff too hard. So let me go ahead and pull up the prices here. I believe this guy was like super duper dirt cheap. This beautiful guy is $12, and then the Essence, the blush, is $2.99. So for $12, then you get 4 blushes, and then $3 for this guy. I think that is just such an amazing price point. This is why I love drugstore makeup, and I'll always love drugstore makeup. I honestly don't know which one I want to use, so I think I'm just gonna go in with several blushes, because why not? So I'm going to take the Essence blush. Now, again, this is in the shade Be Fitting, and I'm just going to take my blush brush here. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay. That's very, very pigmented. You have to be very careful with this because you can add too much. That blush is very, very beautiful, very pigmented. I wouldn't say that it's like a full-blown matte. I would say there is a little bit of a sheen to it, just a slight smidge of a sheen. Now I'm going to take this beautiful palette and just, I don't even know what shade I want to go into. I don't want to do the whole swirly method because I really don't want to mess this palette up. I think I'm just going to take the peachy one and kind of dab. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty pigmented itself. Ooh, that is pigmented. You gotta be careful with this one too. Look at that pigment. Both of these blushes are absolutely gorgeous. Now I just realized that I did not get highlighter. I did not buy a highlighter because I'm looking at my drawer right now and I have a shit ton of highlighters. So I'm just gonna take a drugstore highlighter. This is the Milani Strobe Light in the shade Afterglow. Look at that glow. Yes. Wow, I just looked at the time and I've been sitting here for almost 3 hours just trying to film this video. It's because I keep going back and re-saying what I have to say because my words are so jumbled up. I don't know what the hell is going on with my brain, but I can't put words together in a sentence to actually make sense. So I feel like I'm just rambling and saying things that really don't mean anything and just make no sense at all. So I am sorry if this video is like all over the place or if it's long. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing today. I am just going with the flow and what I see in front of me and just kind of going with it because I'm so lost. Now that I have basically my entire face done, let's go ahead and finish up the eyes finally because I'm over the eyes. Like I'm just so over this dark blue, purple, whatever the hell shade it is. I am going to go back into the Milani palette here. I'm going to go into the light pink shade here and I'm just going to put that underneath my lash line. So like a dumbass, I wasn't really watching where I was dipping my brush into. I actually went in with the darker pink shade underneath the eyes. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of darkness to the under eyes. So I want to take this metallic purple here and I'm just going to stamp that into my actual lash line. I fucking hate this eye look. I cannot stand it. I don't know what it is. I'm just done. I'm just done with this today. I'm so fucking done. Let's add the last thing I'm gonna add to this look so we can move along to like some mascara and add some lashes and hopefully bringing this shit together because I am just done. So I'm gonna take the Milani palette. I'm gonna take this shimmer shade up here and I'm gonna take a pencil brush and we're just gonna add this in a cone just to add some brightness to this look because we be looking crusty today. Brightening up the inner corner as much as I would like it to. Where is that other eyeshadow palette? I'm going to take the e.l.f. Rose Water palette. I'm going to go into the shimmer shade up here. And we're going to add that instead. Oh, there we go. Now I have some mascara I've been really wanting to try out. This is the Essence, the False Lashes Mascara for extreme volume and curl. If you guys have watched any of my previous videos, you know that I have been on the hunt for a curl mascara. I know I've said several times that I've given up on that, but I will never give up trying to find a mascara that is going to keep the curl of my lashes. This mascara retails for $4.99, just like all Essence mascaras. Most of the ones that I have tried are very amazing. They're all very affordable and most of the time they are very good at lengthening my lashes. I'm going to curl my lashes real quick. So it has a little curvature to the spoolie there and when you turn it around it looks like a normal spoolie and then when you turn it to the side again there's that dip. So I am just going to go right ahead and apply this guy. Oh, wateriness. I'm gonna bust out the mascara guard here. I always have to do this with any mascara that's too watery or runny because if I don't, it's gonna transfer to the hood of my eyes and that is another downside of having hooded eyes, y'all. The mascara gets everywhere. Now it is definitely holding a curl for right now, but the question is how long is this curl going to last, which I'm not going to sit here and try and test it out or anything like that. but I do really like the way it makes my lashes look. I'm actually really enjoying this mascara because the one thing, if anything, is I would like my mascara to lengthen my lashes. I honestly, at this point, if it holds a curl, that's gonna be like, oh my God, dear Jesus, like it holds a curl. But if anything, I would rather it lengthen than it do anything else. So if it lengthens, I'm still happy with the mascara. As for the curl, it's still there, which is very surprising because by the time a couple of minutes have passed by with any other curl mascara, it's already just like sagging, all that stuff, because it's really heavy with all the product on the eyes. This could be a potential curling mascara. I'll have to try it on a different day to do like kind of a wear test and see where it goes. But so far, I'm actually really into this mascara. Now I'm gonna finish putting on mascara on the bottom lashes. I'm gonna throw on some falsies and hope and pray to the eyeshadow Jesuses that it's going to salvage this look, because I can't stand this eye look anymore. Whew, the eyes are done. I picked the longest, biggest, most obnoxious lashes I could find. I wanted to hide this eye look as much as possible because I hate it so much. Like, I can't stand this eye look. It's just, I just really don't like it. I really apologize if this video is just all sorts of like fucked up. Now for the last finishing touches, these lips. I'm pretty sure the two colors that I have are not gonna go with this look at all. I have the e.l.f. Seriously Satin Lipstick, and then I have the NYX Butter Gloss. Now, I've heard a lot of great things about the Butter Gloss, but I've personally never tried it. I know I'm super late to the game. This is in the shade Nectar, and this was not the shade I was expecting at all. It is so freaking orange. This little guy here retails for $3, which I think is absolutely amazing for a lipstick. Oh, the shade of this, it's not really picking up well on camera, but I swear to you, it is a very orange tinted type of lipstick. For the NYX Butter Gloss, I have this in the shade Tiramisu, which I love. I could go for a tiramisu right now. Holy shit. Wow. So I have two options, really orange or really pink. So here is the tiramisu color, and I think we're gonna just go in with both of them, see what happens. So I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Seriously Satin Lipstick. This is so orange. I cannot with this. I have to take it off. I have to take it off. Like, I can't stand this together. This is just a hot mess. Because I can't with the shade of this, let's talk about the formula. I love how easy that was to apply. It almost feels a little bit like a matte lipstick because it does kind of pull and tug a little bit. Whenever you have a matte lipstick, you can really feel that mattiness. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm just having a lot of trouble talking today. Whenever you wear a matte lipstick, you can kind of feel it tug a little bit on your lips, and that's kind of the same with the Seriously Satin Lipstick. It almost feels a little dry, which is strange to me, but it is very easy to apply, and let me just say it is hella fucking pigmented because that was very, very orange, very bright. I am just going to go in with the NYX Butter Gloss because that is literally all we have now at this point. So here is the finished look. I hate it. Like, I honestly just cannot stand this look. I don't know what the hell was going on today. I was just not feeling very creative. Like, I don't know what it was. When I first sat down here in my makeup chair, I was like, I need to film today, and I'm really excited to try these products. Like, once I pulled out the eyeshadow palettes to show you guys, I lost like all creativity in my brain. It just like took a huge brain fart, and I was like, what am I supposed to do with these colors? I should have just stuck with one palette instead of bringing all three of them into the game, but that was just my fault. So you live and you fucking learn. Let's talk about these products once and for all so I can share with you guys my thoughts. First and foremost, I am going to say for these eyeshadow palettes, they are absolutely gorgeous, you guys. They're very blendable, they're pigmented, they're very soft and creamy, and I really like these eyeshadows. I just do not like that one particular e.l.f. shade in the Acai palette, which is this really dark shade up here. In the beginning, when I started laying it down, it was very pigmented, it was blending very nicely, but as soon as I started adding more and more on top, that's when it started getting really patchy and just threw this entire look off. And so I tried cutting the crease and adding different colors, and then this is where we're at now. And honestly, I just cannot stand this eye look. I think it just looks absolutely terrible on me. I don't know what I was doing today, but in no way, shape, or form was it the palette's fault. For the Seriously Satin Lipstick, I really like the way it went on. Again, it does feel a little bit matte and drying, but this color just was not for me. For the NYX Butter Gloss, I actually really like this because it's very, very comfortable. It's not goopy. It's not overly sticky. It's not moving around a lot, which I like, because some glosses you can actually feel start to run on like the corners of your lips when it's too glossy and thick. I like the pigment on this. Like there's actual pigment to it to where I can see that I'm wearing a colored lip gloss instead of just like a gloss that goes over a lipstick. For this guy, I think this is probably my favorite product out of the entire video. I love this Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. It is absolutely gorgeous. It blends seamlessly. It looks absolutely beautiful. I love the texture of this, just the creaminess, the blendability. I even like the pigment because you can slowly build it up to where you know, you're not making a mistake and you're like, oh my God, I put too much. For the BH Cosmetics Vanilla Cream Truffle Blush Palette, I think that these are well done. They're absolutely gorgeous. Also, I forgot to mention, it comes with a mirror, which I like because this is a very small, handy dandy palette. You can travel with this and you have 4 different shades of blush. So if you do travel with this, at least you have options here. Same thing with this guy, very affordable, very fucking pigmented, so be careful when you're applying this. This one does have a little bit of a sheen to it. I know it's really hard to see, but there it is. There's the light hitting it right there. You can almost see it. It's just really, really pretty. You just really have to watch with the application because you can easily over apply. Now for the LA Girl Brow Bestie, this is gonna be a love-hate relationship with me because I cannot stand how fucking waxy it is. It is just so stiff and hard. You have to really like warm it up on the back of your hand to get even an inkling of movement with this pencil. It is very waxy, very, very, very thick feeling whenever you actually start to get the pigment on your eyebrows. But once you blend this out with a spoolie, I think it looks absolutely amazing. It makes your eyebrows look a lot fluffier, and I just really like the look of it. I just do not like the application process whatsoever because it gave me a really hard time. The last product is the Born to Glow Radiant Concealer from NYX. Now, this concealer is definitely like my second love after the Milani bronzer because this was so lightweight. I loved the feeling of it. It almost felt like I was adding a thicker water to my under eyes. It's not as much coverage as I would like, but I think it's best for summertime because of just how light it feels. Also, the blurring aspect of this is amazing, especially for my little triangular porous area. It is still very blurred and just soft, and like my pores are not there. I really like that this works perfectly with the foundation. I didn't see anything funky going on or any kind of weirdness whenever these two mix together. And so I'm really, really excited for the summertime to be wearing this very lightweight concealer. I actually forgot one of the products, the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. Again, these putty primers just aren't for your girl here because I feel like these really don't do much for my pores. Now, this one definitely feels like it hydrated my face, but I do not like the sheen or the glitter or the shimmer or whatever the hell is in this product. It's not glitter, but it's some kind of shimmer. Do you guys see that? It is some kind of iridescent shimmer in there. Whenever I see a product that says luminous, I want a glow from within look, not a put the glow on your face look, if that makes sense. I don't want to put something on my face that has sparkles or shimmery shininess to get that glow. I want that hydration glow. There's a difference. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but hopefully you guys understand what I'm talking about. All right, you guys, so if you have made it this far, thank you so much because this video was a hot fucking mess today. I don't know what the hell is going on with me. Just everything today has been way off for me, and so I apologize if this video has been here, there, everywhere. So thank you for hanging out with me this long if you have gotten to this side of the video. I hope everyone is staying safe, staying inside, social distancing, only leaving the house when you really freaking need to. Wear those masks, you guys, but wash your fucking hands. Just because you wear gloves does not mean you're not supposed to be washing your hands. Always wash the hands. Also, you guys, I'm really sorry that I came up with this very unappealing unpleasing look. Hopefully these lashes kind of like cover up most of it. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it for you. If you did, please hit a thumbs up and don't forget to click that big red button that says subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that bell notification so you know when I post my videos. And as always, if you have any tips, tricks, questions, comments, or if you simply want to talk shit, leave it on in the comment section below. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.
These nights are rolling over me. That's not how it's supposed to be. Yeah, I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, my body forgot how to move. Girl, you took the most of me. I'll just keep on drinking to this.